kind of feeling sad. We're down on our luck in this message coming through. Just kind of like meh kind of feeling. Hey everybody, my name is Ben. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I'll connect and we'll see what comes through. Almost feel like there was when I first connect, there was like a bird here, and I don't know which bird it was. The bigger perspective, to see the way through, patience, strength, agility, stronger than the earth, to see what others cannot see, to be the one that is, sacred in a place they call home, to be the one. It's an interesting one. What do we got here, Spirit? I forgot to say, if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. King of Cups, balanced heart. Naturally, emotional wisdom and understanding, let alone self-love. This is definitely, I just want to say the word transplant. Someone from the stars here, having a rough go and continuing to carry that frequency, that vibration through the shit. Not an easy feat for anyone to keep that vibration up during struggle and hardship, but to be the one. There was something else. I don't remember everything I said or that came through, but to be the one that you came here to be is coming through. A balanced heart. It's not easy, especially if you're going through a rough patch or you have most of your life. To wear that smile, and I'm not saying it's not in a false way. It's not putting a smile on. It is embodying this energy that you are and not allowing the surroundings to dictate who you are. Four of Wands reversed, delayed festivity. It is, I just like, it's like giving this feeling of like, what's the point? I'm sick of this. I keep hearing this. Something's coming. When's it coming? How much longer? Kind of feeling that you get when we give up in our mind, or we want to give up in general. And honestly, I think that's where you're supposed to be. We let go of an outcome or a hope that something, this external, is going to come make everything better. And I think when we do, that opens the door for it. It sounds ass backwards, if we keep focusing on this, it's going to come type of manifestation idea. But when we let go of it and we kind of build that energy, however it's going to make us feel, how you're supposed to manifest, then it's there. It's extremely difficult to do if we are in the shit of things. I get that. I'm not saying we're doing this to ourselves. Our circumstances certainly change our emotions and our feelings. Six of Swords reversed, hesitation. What's coming to mind is like giving into the circumstances, uh, giving up on the fight for what we desire or what's true to us. It almost feels like surrendering is failure. And that's not the case here. It is like I'm having difficulty saying it. It's like surrendering to your circumstances feels like giving up, and it feels uh, like you're giving up, but you don't want to. We don't want to give up. We don't want to show that we're weak, but it's not like I give up. It's a stopping, chasing, or driving towards this goal or this passion or this dream. And what's coming is like the drive and the dedication, the control of trying to fit pieces in here to make it come into reality is creating resistance. And I need a better word to say, not give up, but or surrender, because I'm having trouble saying surrender. Like maybe that's the difficulty here, to surrender. Maybe we view surrender the wrong way. Like I look at surrender like I'm in an ocean, and the boat sank and I'm trying to stay alive, and I just give up and sink and drown. That's how surrender is coming through here. And there's a different way to surrender that doesn't feel so drastic or look so drastic. What is that way, Spirit? Boy, the chills are there. Six of Wands victorious. It's kind of coming through is knowing it's there. It's just difficult because we're looking at it in the 3D. We're looking at it matter, material. And when we really think of things, which is difficult because we're in a 3D, I get it, but energetically, everything has an energetic signature. And if we have to be able to, touch it, it'll always be out of reach. And changing our vibration to whatever it is, and all that mumbo jumbo isn't the case. We already are the vibration, this high vibrational being, and these circumstances around us are lowering that naturally, and it feels out of reach. And when we're trying to grab it or create it or acquire it in this lesser frequency, it will always be the carrot in front of the horse type of deal. And surrendering this control, this I don't want to say drive. What is the word? We'll see if it comes. Help us out here, Spirit, please. Knight of Swords, swift action. Maybe we're being a bit drastic in our decisions. What really came through earlier was the saying to fill this room or this void. And that room came from a message from someone I heard a long time ago. And we're trying to fill this room with these possessions or material to feel a certain way. And we don't have to, because we are it. But we're here. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the possessions. It is, we're here in this space as an already high vibrational being. And everything around us leads with, we get material to make us feel better, to feel a certain way. And we're embodying something that we don't have to do that. We can do that all on our own with our energy. And in return, by surrendering this game of uh, that it's external and the material is needed to feel this way, we need to surrender that image, that idea, that framework, and look at our energy is capable of creating all this. And in return, the material comes, which is kind of an ass backwards way of looking at it, but it may help with tricking our mind to get away from the material aspect. And, okay, well, I want the material and I can't get that off my mind. So the only way to get it is to create it with me, my energy, which is really just a vibration that we're going to get to in ourselves. And in return, it comes. That does sound like manipulating the system for sure. But I'm trying to help us understand it because, we think this way, that I need, it in my hand to feel it. So to recap on that, we already are this energy. We can create so much and we expel it. A lot of times we very well possibly could be giving it away to others because we're a great person. We're a giving person, whether physically or energetically. We're just a decent individual here on this walk. Maybe we need to pull a little bit of that back. We need to learn how to use it for ourselves. How do we give it to others? How are we a good person to others? And then figure out, how can we do that to ourselves? How can we put that back into us to replenish ourselves and be this beacon of light, if you will, to be the one. What else do we have here, Spirit? I can't do it alone, I hear. Imposter syndrome came through. Remembering who we are. I hate hearing that. Nine of Wands reversed. Vulnerability. We need to go into a vulnerable state. Maybe we've blocked things to not see because they hurt. Maybe we're still carrying them because we didn't want to look at them. It's holding us back a little bit. The word naive is coming through. Maybe we're blaming ourselves for being naive, and it's really not the case. We're just a good person. We did things, got taken advantage of because we would think, well, I'm not that person. Why would somebody else be like that? Sadly, there are really shitty people out there. A lot of people working out of their ego, their shadow, their wound. Self-fulfilling. One last card here, Spirit. Ace of Wands reversed. Creative block. New beginnings is on the other side. The block is the energy. And however this may fit is, don't take this the wrong way. I don't like telling people, I don't like hearing that I'm a problem energetically for myself to make things come in. So I don't really like telling people that. But it is naturally and normally what's taking place in our experience. No matter what's going on, there's a block somewhere. And it's normally self-inflicted. Yes, something may have happened in our circumstances, or another person may have done something that made us feel a certain way, an emotion that created this block. And it's our job to heal that. And by doing so, obviously we evolve more and we become wiser and we have emotional intelligence. And that's the reward for the healing. let alone it's opening a door, it's raising our vibration to a new experience, that new beginning. It is there, always will be. And there was something here that maybe we don't want to go in there. We don't want to open that door. We don't want to look at it. Maybe we don't even know. We don't remember because we blocked it. Maybe it happened when we were young, or it was a very traumatic experience that our soul kind of stepped out and was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to close this door on this one. But we're still carrying that energy no matter where we walk. And this isn't just like relationship wise. If this has to do with material, which I think it does to an extent, a money block that we may be carrying from our family that was instilled in us that we don't even know we have, or we do, but we just think we're being good budgeters or intelligent, and we have this wall, this resistance that the math isn't adding up. I mean, it is, but it's not. It doesn't make sense, and it's like, why am I not moving forward? Type of deal. I've been doing this, and I've been so strict with myself, and nothing's coming of it. There is something there. It's very heavy, and we need to take a chance to look at it and heal it and move forward to get to this new beginning that is there in the spotlight. In the darkness, the light is shining. I'll leave it there. If it resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.